Hello everybody, today is the 9th of May. This is Pam and Mattel Patient, okay? So this page story has been changed a lot. This story has changed a lot of people's life and shed light into why something happened to our life and how we can create or manifest our dream life. So let's get started, okay? What is this? It's a pen. What do we use a pen for? To write. Now there's a dog inside the room. Upon a wave this in front of the door. What does the dog do? The dog probably will sleep, lick, or chew, right? Does the dog see this one as a pen? No. So for the dog, this one is not a pen. So for the dog, this one is not a pen, but for the human, this one is a pen. So who is correct, the dog or the human? The answer is both correct. For the dog, this one is a chewing toy. While for the human, this one is a pen to write. The dog is correct in the dog world, and the human is also correct in the human world. So that is our first lesson. Both are correct. Now, let's imagine that there is a table in front of me. So I'm going to put wisdom on the table. Then both the dog and I will walk out. So there'll be no human, no dog inside the room. What do you So what does this thing become? Is it still a pen or a chewing toy? Or it becomes almost nothing, and the ancient wisdom called this one as the emptiness. The emptiness is actually a very magical definition. As we understand the emptiness, we'll be able to achieve anything in life. Just like Rishi Maharaj applied the emptiness into his business and was able to build business with revenue of 250 US dollars a year. So he's also so what is he is also able to have several refugees. So what is the emptiness? Why is that so magical? Let's go back to the past story, okay? So this thing is currently on the table, and when there's no human order, it is almost nothing. But as soon as I go back into the room and I look at this becomes a pen. When the dog come back to the room and the dog look at this becomes a chewing toy. And when both the dog and I come back to the room at the very same time, and we both look at this at the very same time, what does this thing becomes? This becomes two things, a pen for me and a chewing toy for the dog. So there is nothing when there is no one thing where there is no human, no dog, nothing to interact with. It come back to true self point, the emptiness. But because it has the potential, the emptiness is also has the potential to become anything or anyone, depending on what and who is looking at this. That is our second lesson. Along with the emptiness, we all have limitless potential. Now, I see this as a pen. So does this pen coming from me or does this pen coming from within myself? This pen, sorry, this pen is actually coming from me. Why am I so certain? Because if this thing is a pen instead of a dog or anything in this entire universe, we'll have to see it for what it is, which is a pen. But does the dog see this one as a pen? No. So this one is not a pen. So the dog couldn't see this one as a pen. So this pen is actually coming from me. This pen is actually coming from my mind, and everything is actually coming from our mind. So that is our third lesson. Everything is actually coming from our mind. So we all agree that this pen is coming from my mind, right? So I'm going to change my mind. I'm going to think this one become a diamond, okay? So please pray with me. Diamond, diamond, diamond. Open my eyes. It's still a pen. So what in my mind that forced me to see this as a pen but not a diamond? There are said inside our mind that the ancient wisdom calls karma. When we see something, the seed inside our mind pop up, open up, and cover this and made us see it for what had been planted earlier into our mind. So who planted the seed into our mind? Only you can plant the seed into your mind. Only I can plant the seed into my mind. How can we do it? By three ways: by our word, by our action, by our thoughts, especially toward other people. So for instance, I'm gonna hold on to this. I'm gonna say that I have the pen. Would you like to have this pen? And when my friend say yes, please, I'd be so happy to give this to my friend with the hope I can help my friend. So when I give this to my friend, this pen will open up and both me and my friend will see it. And it's slowly remark in my mind. A couple days later, when I see this, I recognize this one as a pen, which means that the seed of the pen has already has already been planted into my mind. And I pop up, open up, and cover this and make me see it for what had been planted earlier into my mind, which is a pen. And this is how a pen become a pen, or anything surround us become what and who they are to us. In the pen story, there are several meaningful lessons. Today we went over 4 different lessons. The first lesson is both correct, so we learn to respect each other's opinion, we learn to respect each other's choices, and we learn to listen to each other with a compassionate heart. The second lesson is, along with the emptiness, you all have limitless potential. So trust your potential, trust the potential of everyone or everything surround you, and trust the potential of whatever happened to you. And the third lesson is everything is actually coming from the seed inside our mind. So we be 100% responsible to whatever happened to us. We don't blame anyone because in the end, we are the only one who can plant the seed into our mind using through our word, our action, our thoughts to other people. And the fourth lesson is applying all that lesson into creating or building your dream life in a very certain way. So first you use the second lesson, the emptiness and the potential, to know what you want, what you truly want for your life, your dream life. And then for the second is that you start applying the lesson of lesson number 3 by using your word, your action, your thought to plan the seed that you want, whatever that you want into your life, your mind. So if you want to have a happiness, then using your word, your action, your thoughts, helping other people surround you to be happier. If you want to have prosperity, then use your word, your action, your thoughts, helping other people surround you to become more prosperous. And just let that prosperous and whatever that you want, making sure you use your word, your action, your thoughts to other people. And then just and then that will plant the seed into your mind. And with that, it's gonna become to you. One day you're gonna harvest from seed. So your work, your current words, your current thought, your current seed, your current action to what other people is what gonna create or create or dictate your future life. So be very mindful of what you think about, what you think, what you talk to other people, and what you act to other people. And the final the lesson that I would like to share with you all today is that today I today I actually what would I say? Today, when I tell the pain story, I realized that, there's a moment that I realized that if I focus 100% into telling the pain story, like there might be noise surrounding, there might be different things going on, but if I'm just focus 100% into the pain story, by telling the pain story, being very mindful of telling the pain story, I'd be able to kind of silence out all the noises. But as soon as my focus, I drop my focus, then it come back again, and then the pain story that I was telling, it just scrambled into pop. But thanks to thanks to the practice of telling the pain story very regularly, I'm able to come back to the pain story. But that lesson do show me something that when there always be like there will be distraction, there will be noises around whatever that you are doing. But if you are focused on what you're supposed to do, then you'll be able to see the silver light of it. And you recognize that, you'll be able to get that, you'll be able to focus on that, and that is the ultimate thing in your mind. And that is something really, really beautiful. And also on the way of coming to my office today, I saw a dead baby bird, and I saw a lot of things, a lot of other insects on the dead baby bird body, and it is quite sad, but I was able to pass through that, and I was able to to just walk through that and recognize that this is a life cycle, and I think that is quite a quite critical change for me, because recently I've been thinking about death and how how to approach death um, randomly as a different moment of my days. And I think it's I read about it, I heard about it, I hear people think about it. But to be honest, I haven't been ready to see that, to face that, for myself or anyone in my, anyone close to me. But I think it might be, maybe it's the time for me to start thinking about it. And it's just seeing that previously I'd be sad, I'd be feeling, I'd be thinking a lot, but going through that, that change, knowing that the dead baby bird corpse, bodies will be consumed by different things and being a part of life cycle is I think that is a step for me to work that, and I feel very grateful for myself to be able to recognize that, for all the wonderful knowledge and experience that I went through, and hopefully one day I'd be able um, to see death as a part, to see and accept death as a part of our natural life. So thank you so much everyone for listening to me today. Thank you and Lou for accompanying me in this 2000-day journey. And if by me sharing with you my story or the pain story is something good, I would like to dedicate that to my tourist family, to my friends, to my coworkers, to my clients, to my neighbors, or to any living things in this world or any other worlds with love, wisdom, and gratitude. Thank you so much. Have a great day. Bye bye.